Ethereum has been following this exact fractal pattern for the past 2 years. And if it continues, Ethereum is about to shock the world. Hit that subscribe button. My name is Steve. This chart is going to blow your mind. But first and foremost, do not miss out on this huge discount 5-day masterclass. The seats are almost gone and the prices are about to go up. Do not be left behind. Go lock in your discount right now. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. You sign up right here. Now, if you're a single mom, a single dad, a vet, somebody who is disabled, somebody from a less fortunate country, or just in a tough financial situation, and you've been wanting to sign up for this, it's just a little bit out of your price point. I want to help folks who are legitimately in need. Send me an email, info@CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Put the subject as please help. And I want to do a little something to help those who are legitimately in need. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. But again, do not miss out on this major discount. Do not be left behind. This is exactly what you need. 3 simple steps. You sign up, you get my plan. Step number 2 is you make more money. Step number 3, you sit back and relax. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. I'll see you on the inside. Let's get into this fractal pattern. It's incredible. This is a mind-blowing fractal pattern, and we last updated you on point 6, and we gave some information as soon as we were in point 7 heading into point 8. But it's been fascinating, okay? Now, it may look a little bit confusing, but if you remember being a kid and you can connect the dots, you'll be just fine. All right. So this is an entire fractal pattern. Ethereum has repeated this exact fractal pattern to the T, pound for pound, move for move. Now, we first gave you this chart when we were at number 6. And we basically said, hey, we're down here at number 6. What you want to watch out for next is a massive rally up to the green line and then a pretty heavy rejection. Right? That's what we did back here at point number 6. We had a massive rally up to this green line with a pretty heavy rejection. When Ethereum rallied all the way up, you're talking about a low of 800, below 900, all the way up to this green line, everybody got really excited. Hey, Ethereum's going back to the moon. It's incredibly bullish. But we were like, no, watch out for the heavy rejection because of this fractal pattern. And then you can start to see that heavy rejection coming in. And when we started to see that heavy rejection, everybody was wondering, hey, where are we going to fall to? What's going to happen? We said, look, watch for the heavy rejection and don't be surprised if we fall all the way down to this base of about 1200, I believe we said. And that's the only reason is this fractal pattern. When we got rejection from this green line, we fell down to our base of right here. So Ethereum played the same card, right? And now things are getting very interesting because we had our pivot low of 0.8, which was at our base. And now for the first time, we are rising above this green line. And when you look at our fractal pattern that we've been repeating, this was the first point where Ethereum got above this green line, right? It was after 0.8. And it was the first time since point 4 that it's been above this green line. It's been all this time since point 4 not being above the green line. And after point 8 was literally the first. We look at today, we are above this green line for literally the first time since all the way back here at point 4. It's the exact fractal pattern, pound for pound, move for move. And again, if you want to look from point 4, we had that finally above that green line. And from point 5 was the first time that we broke through this red line. We had been in an uptrend for all this time, exactly like point 5 here in 2022. We had above this green line. It was our first time below this red line. And then we capitulated into the low. Right from point 5, we capitulated into the low of point 6. It's been pound for pound, move for move. And it's fascinating. I love fractal patterns, and I want to share with you what I believe is going to happen next because it could very well shock the world for Ethereum. If you're an Ethereum lover or you hate Ethereum, you're going to need to know this information because Ethereum influences a lot of altcoins. So it's very critical for your favorite altcoin to know what's about to happen. Now, as we study this fractal pattern, you can see what happened when we finally got above this green line, right? We had a period of time where we were above this green line as support and below it as resistance, and it took us some time. And eventually, what we did was we grew even more and even more and even more up to this red line. And that's what I anticipate happening. This is not what's going to happen today or tomorrow, but this is literally like a 3-4 month process, maybe even 5 months, for us to continuously climb up to this red line. Now, the one thing we can say about this fractal pattern and this fractal pattern is the speed. Our new fractal pattern is happening slightly quicker. So this 4 to 5 month rise, and we can go ahead and see here how many months it was. It was 120 days. So if this took 120 days, I expect this one to take maybe around 100 days. So we're going to look at how high Ethereum could potentially rise and over what period of time. And that is if this fractal pattern continues to repeat itself. And I'll give my honest take on how I see this playing out, but I want to talk about just the facts. Nobody can argue that this fractal pattern hasn't repeated. We can't argue that. It's been repeating move for move. And if it wasn't, then we would have gotten this call really wrong from the bottom, all rising all the way up to this green line and then getting rejection. We were all over that call. We were all over it because of this fractal pattern. So give all the credit to the charts. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. So that heavy rejection from this green line, we would have never gotten that right either without this fractal pattern, okay? So give all the credit to the charts. We respect the charts. We love the charts. And what are the charts saying next? The charts are saying, hey, this period of where we're at now, it's going to be very interesting. We could spend some time as support. We can spend some time as resistance. But the bigger picture is we're probably going to be rallying all the way up near this red line. And it's going to happen potentially over the next 100-ish days, okay? So how high is this red line, and where does 100 days bring us, and do I think it's going to happen? Those are the three questions I want to discuss next. How high is the red line? What time period are we talking about? And do I think it's going to play out that way? So question number one, how high is the red line? Right now, as we speak in this candle, it's about 2,600. Now, keep in mind, this red line is declining because of the situation we're in. And also, we can't be surprised because it was declining here as well. These are moving averages, right? These are lagging moving averages, and they are declining as we are rising, all right? So keep that in mind. Where the price was when we were here was about 412, and then when we finally reached it, was less than 400, was 393. So with that declining, we can't say Bitcoin or Ethereum will rise to 2,600. We're going to be declining. Luckily for us, we have these extended moving averages where it projects where they could be. So 100 days out, we can project where this price would potentially be. So if we look at a potential 100-day situation where it'll get us to roughly February of 2023 with a rough price of about 2,400. So it's going to take some time, but Ethereum is going to shock the world. Nobody is going to expect a slow, steady grind in the midst of a bear market with a global recession and everybody panicking that we're going to go substantially down in price. This would be the exact opposite of what everybody would think, but it would be following the exact fractal pattern. So then we come down to the final question. Do I think it's going to continue to play out? For me, the way that I respect the charts is the charts are going to act as they're showing in the charts until proven otherwise. And we've been following this fractal pattern for a long time, and it hasn't been proven otherwise. So I believe in this fractal pattern until it's proven otherwise. So show me the facts in the charts where it's not following this fractal pattern, and then we'll reframe how we are thinking about Ethereum. But right now, It looks like it's following it. So expect over the next handful of months to rally up to this red line. Don't miss out on that incredibly large discount. Don't be left behind. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. If you're somebody legitimately in need, single moms, single dads, love my single moms, single dads, write me an email if you're from a less fortunate country with the subject line, please help. And I'll try to do something to get you into that masterclass to help alter your future. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.